This is a 1987 Mercury inline 3-cylinder 60 horse 2-stroke. Customer said he wasn't getting any spark. He wanted me to check it out. I checked spark. It's getting spark in all 3 cylinders. Check compression, good compression on all 3 cylinders. I think the reason why they didn't get any spark is they were jumping the starter solenoid with no key in here, so it won't get any spark whatsoever if that key's in the opposition. But if you disconnect the harness connection and jump the starter solenoid, then it'll separate the kill switch system from the key switch system and you get spark. But it's getting spark in all 3 cylinders, but there's a lot of funky things going on. I don't even think this is the correct stator for this engine. You see those 2 cut yellow wires coming out of the stator, and these are the other 2 yellow wires coming out of the stator, but somebody's obviously cut those wires. I think they put a used stator and just slapped it on there and cut the extra wires off. That's my assumption. Somebody's put a new trigger on it. There's no markings on it, so I don't know if it's a cheap Amazon no name aftermarket one or what. The CDI and stuff usually has their info on there, and it's not a Mercury one. What else? So I'm using my harness, my key switch, everything else to check spark, check compression, all that crap. I checked the gear oil in it, and the gear oil, it's black. There's no signs of water in it, so that's good. It just needs to be changed. And so the switch box, I don't know if it's a cheap Amazon no name aftermarket one or nothing either. So the stator definitely needs to be replaced. Weird funny thing is when I try to start this engine, it will run reverse for a couple seconds and die. It's supposed to spin clockwise, and here you'll see. No, oh yeah, it's every once in a while it poofs, because I tried switching the coil wires to the switch box different ways, and that didn't help any neither. All this crap is coming out when it poofs and stuff. I don't know if some mice got an exhaust or what, but that crap's coming out of the engine, out of the exhaust. Let's see if we could get it to run reverse. See? It's running counter rotation. I'm gonna turn it off, but it's running counterclockwise, and it should be running clockwise. I haven't seen that one before, but yeah, stator definitely needs to be replaced. That's not right whatsoever. I don't know who the hell did that. I don't know if it's a, like I said, cheap Chinese aftermarket switch box and trigger. Another funny thing is whoever installed the trigger, you could see with the throttle all the way back, it's like touching up on the stator side right there too. It's rubbing on there, so that needs, not when you give it more throttle, obviously it's not doing that, but it's barely rubbing on the stator right there. So yeah, stator definitely needs to be replaced. I don't know if that's the correct trigger for this engine, and I don't know if it's Sierra. Like I said, usually they'll have their info on it somewhere. It could be a cheap Chinese thing, same thing with the switch box, but it's getting spark, has good compression, it runs, but it runs reverse. Firing order on this engine is 132. The weird thing on these ones is you would think that the coils is 1 2 3, but it's yeah, it's 3 2 1. Like I said, I tried swapping coil wires around and stuff. Made no, well, it ran crappier obviously, but it wouldn't even run. But yeah, definitely having issues. Let's see if we'll do it again. See, it's running in reverse again. Makes no sense, but yeah, fun times.